can't believe I got a freaking copyright strike.
Did you get to edit the video?
No,
Damn.
I did not. I've been ooh. I've been focused, so I haven't had time to really get to it,
As you should.
but I did download it. I do know that. I downloaded it.
So there's something down the...
Can you turn the light on behind you, please? Before I
I
start.
knew something was off.
That's the one thing I forgot. There we go.
Yeesh.
Scoot it over just a little bit.
The camera?
Yeah. No, other way. This way.
You just say left.
I don't know which way it is. This way.
Shit.
Scoot it. Keep scooting it.
Now, if I move it over, you'll see the lid.
The little one.
Laptop.
Well, try to angle it then.
Oh,
No,
turn...
from the top. From the top. Turn it. Turn it this way. Let me see. Oh, no, other way. Turn it this way. Yeah, keep turning it this way.
You see?
So then just scoot that over. Like, turn it so that you don't see this. Like, turn it so you don't see this. Yeah, turn it. Get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it.
Matter of fact, hold on a second.
No, you could have just left it there and just turned it so you could see more of the TV.
Oh, you mean turn this? Okay.
I said it mad times. Turn it from the top.
You said turn it from... Oh, okay. I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Well, no. Yeah, I guess. And then just move the laptop out the way. Yeah. See, that works. I feel like there was a way that it was done. I want to say the first 2 episodes. I don't know how I should have marked it. That's usually what people do, but I don't have no
Hold on a second. I'm trying
tape.
to put this back.
I mean, even right there is fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me see. Matter of fact, let me move this just a smidge.
I feel like, yeah, right there is cool. Yeah, right there is cool. Perfect. What's going on?
It's popping.
It's Wednesday. Yay. We made it. First Wednesday of the new year. So we made it today. I'm starting to get hungry, so I don't know how long we're going to be at this. But I think Wednesdays are going to be a little different than Sundays. Actually, I probably should have did for today and today alone, I probably should have did an Instagram post. But if I would have did an Instagram post, then we really would have been here all night. Because people like to comment and carry on. But now, how's your middle of the week so far?
It was a little draggish, but it picked up.
Oh, okay.
Had some positive news coming in the near future, so
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Bullet.
That's what's up.
Word. Hold on a second.
I was about to say, Are you cold?
No, just wanted to do this for hood purposes.
I'm crying. That's what's up though. My week is very stressful, but I'm focused, so it's gonna be chill. It's gonna be all right. Yeah, let me sit up straight so my bra can stop showing. But yeah, let me see. Do I have my topics? So these are things that have been sitting in my Instagram folders for a very, very long time. Mm-hmm. I've attempted to do something like this for a minute now. So these are just like old things that, I may have spoken about on Clubhouse or, on Instagram in the comment section, things of that nature.
Yeah.
So I gotta be careful which ones I pick though, because I got my first copyright infringement, which is aggravating as hell, because it's like, if you can bombard us with content 24/7, why are we not allowed to comment on said content for the same amount? Like, I don't understand how this is supposed to work. If you want it to be discussed and then people discuss it, how do you then get to censor them in using the content that's made? Like, you want people to discuss it. You want it to be argued and spoken about and gone back and forth about. Cool. Let people do it.
Sadly, it's these type of laws for, like, these companies with copyrights and intellectual properties and all that IP.
But the amount of things that they steal from smaller creators and then put them on big platforms, like, if you can steal from us all willy-nilly, then why are we not allowed to also steal from you?
I mean, we're allowed to for sure, but there's people who just don't know.
Do you know how much work I'm going to have to do to edit those? I'm going to have to pick and cut every segment that I use.
Yeah, that's gonna be
and then edit those segments just to be able to play my video, my little video to my little 10 viewers. Like, what did I do?
It's BS, yo. It's the way the laws are set up, unfortunately.
I just can't. I can't. And it happens so fast. Like, we did the show on Sunday. I think I was watching it on Monday or Tuesday. And then in the midst of me watching it, I went to click to change the name. So the name was still blank. And I went to update the name. And then I went to check to see if it updated properly. Mm-hmm. And by the time I went to click it to see if it updated properly, it was taken down and it had the strike. And they had options for me, right? They was like, oh, either you can mute that section of whatever's copywritten, or you can cut that section. We'll cut it out for you.
Yeah.
Or you can dispute it and claim it under fair use and something or other. And I was like, well, I'm going to claim it for fair use because it was a reaction. It was a reaction. It was a conversation. It was things that was added to it. It wasn't like we was just, there were periods where we were just sitting and watching it, but it was a part of a bigger conversation. Yeah. So it just was annoying. So now it's sitting in the queue now to be reviewed or whatever because I disputed it. And then they're saying if it doesn't get put back up, then I would have to go through the process of filing an appeal. And I'm just like, for all of that, I'll see what happens. And if I don't hear nothing, by the time some of my time frees up, I'm just going to go ahead and edit the video and then I'll put it back up later. But it's just so annoying that had to happen. It was just like, that was a really good, like, I was hyped. I had got into my gram. I was able to start doing it. So now it's like, it makes me feel like I don't even want to do it. But I've been trying to.
Nah, but we here though. We here today.
I've been trying to figure out how I'm gonna make it work. I don't really know if that happens with Instagram stuff, but I know if you use YouTube stuff, it's a problem. But I say all of that to say, oh, it's not even really that much. All right, do I want to start from? Yeah, let me start from the oldest.
Here's the one quality you want a man to have. Does he do what he says he's going to do? If he says he's going to call you and he don't ever call you when he say he going to call you, why are we talking to him? If he say he's coming at a certain time and he repeatedly doesn't show up, why are we still talking to him? What are you talking to a guy who does not do what he says he's going to do except occasionally?
Okay, this is clearly from 2021. We don't listen to Steve Harvey anymore. 6 non-sexual advice I wish I knew sooner. Do not spend so much time trying to be more physically attractive in order to just impress your crush rather than making yourself mentally attractive. Educate yourself. Oh, this is Clubhouse stuff. Yeah, 2021. This is old.
So what you mean we gotta be mentally attractive and all that?
But it was stuff like this that would cause people to really be up in arms. Like, they'll hear something like this and be so worked up that they just gotta argue with you for hours on end.
Get a conniption.
No, it used to get crazy. It used to get real crazy. 2021. Yeah. Like, outside was open, but it wasn't open.
Yeah.
No, but a lot of this stuff is yeek.
I do the boyfriends. I don't do boyfriends. I don't do the boyfriends.
So what you do?
One night stands, I just said that. I don't like commitment. I don't do no motherfucking relationship.
You don't do relationship?
Nah, that shit dead for the motherfucking bird. I'm not the marrying type. I don't do marriage. One night stand. I'm more of a, solo type of bitch. I do the boyfriends. I don't do
What?
boyfriends. I
don't
do the boyfriends.
What you do?
What? I did not. What did I save this for? Man asked random women if they wanted a relationship, and their responses were, I mean, no offense, but like you.
One night stands, I just said that. I don't like commitment. I don't do no motherfucking relationship.
You don't do relationship?
Are y'all
Nah,
really?
that shit dead for the
Why do you
motherfucking
care what these women?
I'm not the marrying type.
Why do you care?
I don't do
Why do you
marriage.
care
One night
what these
stand.
women feel?
I'm more of a, solo type of bitch. I don't
Yeah,
do
like
boyfriends.
what does it? I forgot what made me save all of this stupidity. This is nuts. But see, I'm glad I get to do this because I get to clean all of this crap up. Man whose job accidentally paid him 286 times his salary. 180K USD vanishes without a trace. A man in Chile was accidentally paid 286 times his salary in May of 2022. The man received around 100 core, or I'm not saying that number, Chilean pesos. 165,398,851 Chilean pesos. That sounds like a lot of money, but it says it's 180. I mean, 180K is still a lot of money.
I would have that to Merrill Lynch.
He resigned and took off with all the money. Hell yeah, he did. Who did he work for that had all that money? According to the reports, the man worked at Consorcio Industrial I'm not saying all this. It happens to be one of the largest producers of cold cuts in Chile. Wow. So he basically worked for Chilean Boar's Head. It was supposed to pay the employee around 500,000 pesos, which is his monthly salary, but ended up paying. How do you get this number? Who is they sending this to? How did this happen?
I need some rich white people or some shit.
The incident came to notice when the management checked the records and found the error. Soon after the incident, management reached out to the employee who allegedly agreed to visit the bank to get the money refunded. However, when they did not receive the money back, they tried contacting him for an update, but there was no communication. The man reached out days later saying he would visit the bank soon, and on June 2nd, he submitted his resignation.
As he should. And take paid time off with it too.
Fact. They said that was only $7.86 an hour. Wow. He was getting paid minimum wage in Chile. I mean, that's a lot of money. I wonder where he went. Where does someone who's Chilean run away to be untraced, never to be seen again?
Probably somewhere in South America or Europe.
I ain't gonna hold you. They wouldn't have got that money back from me. I'm sorry. You overpay me or you make a mistake. That's your mistake. Because if I was to make a mistake like that, I would get fired. So if you make a mistake like that, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
there's nothing. There's not that money is good as gone. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had bill, whatever. That money is as good as gone. That's crazy. But he told them that he was like, yeah. I'm gonna meet y'all at the bank. That is hilarious. Oh, I remember this.
What is this? I've been traveling a lot lately, man.
He jumped out of a door that was closed.
You gonna be the baggage or be the luggage?
Trying to flex. Where you jumping from? The blade's not on. Where you jumping from? And then talking about you could be the baggage or it just be like.
Just fronting, yo.
It's so ridiculous.
Like he just teleported through the door.
And it's like, a part of me feels like there's no way, like this has to be next level highbrow humor to where it's so obvious it's supposed to be funny, because there's no way he thought he was really flexing. There's no way.
Yeah, this is definitely comedy.
Like it has to be. Like, and I think that's what makes me feel better about this post. It's because wait, I gotta see the jump again. No, this is ridiculous. And why is your bags on the? Oh man, this is funny. Oh yeah, this was nuts. I remember when this came out.
Post it.
I'm not even recording you.
Post it. I don't care. I don't want you more.
This is ridiculous. Once you see the camera, you gotta tighten up.
What the fuck is you doing?
Word. Once the camera come out, you gotta tighten up. Cause doing all of this on camera, you look nuts.
No, take me back. Please. I'm going crazy. Please.
On camera?
Please.
On camera.
Please.
On camera is crazy. We can see you.
Please.
Probably fake too.
We can see you. This is making me uncomfortable.
Can you please stop acting like that?
I can't.
All right, calm down.
I'm hurt.
I'm so uncomfortable watching this.
Please. Why Walter.
Oh my God.
Please.
Walter.
Walter.
Oh my God.
Please. 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 Please.
Going crazy over a dude named Walter is out of line.
Please,
Out.
look.
Oh, out of line.
Already-
Out of
I took you
line.
out.
This is out of line. This is out of line.
I want a family word. Please take me back.
Oh my God. Oh
Please
my
take me
God.
back. Please.
It's really giving me the ick. Like, I feel like I want to crawl out of my skin. Like,
Take me back, please.
this is uncomfortable.
It's corny for recording her, by the way.
No. She needs to see how stupid she look.
I mean, yeah, but
No.
you're right. You're right.
She need to see how dumb she look.
No, you're right. But he's corny for posting it on social media, though.
Nah, because we all need to see this.
Really?
Yes, and I think you need to move the mic closer to you.
Testing. Cool.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I'm not jacking none of this. This is absurd. This is absurd. Once the camera, if you're gonna act like this, act like this. If this is your bag, if this is your thing, by all means, do your thing. But there's no way you catch me on camera doing it. You know it's going to the internet. As soon as you see your phone, just assume you're going to be front page on anything that happens. Just assume you're going to be on Spiritual Word of all places. Spiritual Word be mad unspiritual. And they be pissing me off because I don't like how they be. I'm going to talk about that another day, but I don't be liking this.
They're probably owned by white people. I'm just going to say that.
I believe they're African because they're owned by the same people as the Shade Room. Spiritual Word is supposed to be a more, or better yet, a less degenerate Shade Room.
Wait, isn't Shade Room owned by white people too?
No, I thought they were African.
No, Shade Room is.
I could have sworn it was African. I don't. See, now you got me wanting to know who owns the Shade Room. Yeah, it was an African girl.
Okay, it was probably the other one. The Say Cheese joint.
Oh, I don't know that. But I do believe Spiritual Word is theirs too. Take out. I feel like Spiritual Word is them too. Oh wait, no, the other one said founder and CEO. Oh yeah, Sean McKenzie. Oh, it's a black guy? It's a black man? Oh. I don't know how I feel about this.
You gotta be a white person there somewhere.
I don't. Why do you think it's a white person?
Because I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised at this point. Like,
I don't know. But very interesting. This puts things into perspective because I could have sworn it was the same people. But yeah, this made me want to crawl out of my skin. I can't. Did I? Yeah, I deleted it already. This is ridiculous.
no, it is.
And then the
Definitely
fact that,
is.
like you said, yeah, this could all still just be an act. But the fact that you're willing to act like this on camera is crazy. Girl, not for Walter. I had an ex or two like this before. Oh yeah, I could tell it's bitches that crash out like that. That's crazy.
She may be cheating.
She may be cheating. Is crazy.
Out of my business, sipping on my Kool-Aid, and what do I see?
The shag, you see it.
Yeah, sheesh.
You see it.
I believe we are in Dallas, Dorothy.
No, thank
Wasn't
you.
it Kansas?
Yeah, man, I'm just perusing through.
They really doing that in Dallas?
And what do I see?
The shag, you see.
What year was this?
This was 2022.
Shit. Excuse me.
I mean, listen, everybody got their thing. Wherever you from, go you. It ain't gonna be me, but go you. Do that for realsies.
Eventually, it got to a point where, like, I was 19 and I got kicked out of my house because I was, like, bringing over 6 dudes a night. Like, it just was never enough.
What? Wait, 6 dudes a night?
For, like, a consecutive
that's nuts.
week, yeah.
So 6 times 30?
Well, 6 times 7
Well,
is...
she said, wait, 6 times, well, I'm thinking a week, Monday through
Oh,
Friday.
no. Weekends were my rally days. What do you mean?
Oh, would you slot them in, like, 7 p.m., 8 p.m.,
Yeah.
9 p.m., 10 p.m.?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like she's lying.
And then I would even, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'd say
feel like
I would
she's
even like
lying.
have like my backup guys to where it was like, if this guy didn't come tonight, then I would invite this guy.
Are you using protection?
No.
No?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I
and
think
you
she's
were
lying.
meeting, you said
There's no way.
almost all of these guys from Tinder or dating apps.
Tinder or Bumble. I got kicked off. I got perma-banned off Tinder. They will not have me back. Eventually, it got to a point where like I was.
But these is...
That could probably be fake. That could probably be fake.
Not only could it be fake, but this don't concern us. But it used to be things like this that guys would see and be like, see, women are da-da-da. And I said, but look at her. Like, no offense, but look, come on. That what they do don't got nothing to do with us. What they do got nothing to do with us.
Word.
At all. At all. But again, people be so up in arms. Oh yeah, I remember this. Anthony Anderson had he has to pay at least $20,000 in spousal support to his ex-wife. Nearly 19 months after they split for the second time, Anthony Anderson and his wife has finalized their divorce. He's ordered to pay a big bag for monthly spousal support. Legal documents obtained by People state that Anderson will pay a base rate of $20,000 in monthly spousal support to his ex-wife, Alvina. The monthly payments have the potential to increase, though.
They got kids together and shit?
Yes.
Okay.
Should his income exceed... Oh, well, let me not say yes, like I know they business. I would assume they have children, because spousal support usually doesn't come unless you have children. And I think this was one of them things that it was just like, again, men will use this as an example to say why they don't want to get married. Whole time, she's only represented by 12% of divorcees, because not all divorcees get spousal support. They may get child support if they have kids.
Or dudes crying about this is like, yo, you broke. You don't got this type of bread. It's like, relax.
You're never going to see this. Like, you're never going to see this. You're never going to have this problem. Like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, it would be things like this. Like, he did not choose wisely. What do you mean? If she was white skinned, I know it would be
the same exact thing. What is he doing?
The person who wants divorce should have to pay alimony if there's any to award. Problem solved.
Oh, look, somebody said what I said. Shout out to that person.
I don't know how I feel about that. All the broke men in the chat not making his money is bothered. Yo, it just be too much. And it's like they be really arguing. They be niggas trying to rally fresh. Oh, this is old. Yeah, trying to rally the troops, and this is what was taking over the freaking internet. I'm so glad it's starting to die down, honestly and truly. Like, I couldn't be happier that we're almost out of the weeds of gender wars.
That like women with very high body count is a sub woman. Why do you think they still do that?
They say they do it because of the research on body count, which shows that people with higher body counts are more likely to be unfaithful. They're less likely to be satisfied in monogamous relationships, more likely to get divorced. You know, there's a lot of negative correlations with body count. And they say that it's because of the research, but then it's like the research shows the same effects in men. And you're not saying that men with high body counts are problematic. Oftentimes, these same guys are saying that men with high body counts are like successful or good. So it's like, it doesn't seem to be a research-driven idea. My friend Alexander, who's a graduate student, he ran a survey, and it wasn't a representative sample, but he found that the men who cared the most about body counts were the least sexually successful. The underlying factor that we see is that men who care more about body count, at least in his survey, tended to have low body counts themselves. It could be because they have religious beliefs about that. It could be higher disgust sensitivity. So they're obviously not going to have casual sex if they're really easily grossed out by that kind of thing. Or it could be sour grapes. This was Alexander's theory, which was that you can't reach the grapes, so they're too sour. The women who are having lots of sex don't want to have sex with you, and so you say you wouldn't want to anyway. So it could be that. And these are all hypotheses. None of these are tested. I think part of it is sexual insecurity. I think that comes from the fact that there's just more points of comparison. Just statistically, if you're sleeping with a woman for the first time and she slept with 9 other guys, let's say, and you're number 10, it's just all else being equal, 10% chance that you're the best ever. If it's 99 guys and you're number 100, it's a 1% chance. I mean, everyone's going to tell you that you're their best sexual experience, but most of the times, if they've slept with lots of people, that's going to be a lie. Some men know that and they won't admit it, but I think that that's why some men care about body count, if I had to guess.
There's men that still...
So yeah, he was somebody who actually had the studies of things, and like I was following his page for a little while. I haven't seen his content either, so that's a good thing. But like, he has actual studies where you could go and look things up and read them, figure out who the samples were, you know what I mean, instead of people just spewing a bunch of shit. It was actually backed by stuff. So I was following him for a little while, had that saved. What's this?
To discriminate against the outgroup. In one study, 186 white college students were charged with a hypothetical task. They were told that the state regents would be donating a sum of money to support both white and minority student organizations around the state. And the white students were asked to choose from several possibilities. At one extreme, the subjects could select an option in which both types of organizations would be highly compensated.
Oh, yeah, I remember
But the white
this.
organizations would receive somewhat less than the minority groups.
I remember
The middle
this.
choice was that both groups would get much less funding, but the amount would be equal. At the other extreme, the funds would be severely limited, but the award assignments would be flipped. Minority groups would get the smaller share.
Oh no, where'd it go? Oh damn, where'd it go? Oh, here we go.
How far subjects would go to discriminate against the outgroup. In one study,
Basically, they asked the white kids, like, we can distribute things evenly. Well, basically, it's just saying that most people, they don't want others to have as much as them, even if it's something given. There's another study that happened this way, too. Damn, I'm going to let him explain it.
minority groups. The middle choice was that both groups would get much less funding, but the amount would be equal. At the other extreme, the funds would be severely limited, but the award assignments would be flipped.
Right. So basically, they're willing to take a cut just to make sure that the minority students don't get as much as anything. Because it's like, you could give the minority students more and then you take less. You could split it 50-50, or you could take a huge cut to make sure they get the very least. And more often than not, they pick making the minority students getting the very least. Like, very rarely would they say, you know what, let's just do 50-50. Give them theirs, give us ours, and we just go about our business. They're like, no, if I will take damn near half just to make sure that they don't get shit. Ain't that crazy?
Minority groups would get the smaller share. This option went by the nickname Vladimir's Choice, the tendency to maintain dominance at one's own expense.
Right.
The name derived from an old Russian fable in which God granted Vladimir, a peasant, a single wish for anything he wanted. The only catch was that his wish would be doubled for his neighbor, Ivan. Vladimir was quick to respond. In that case, take out one of my eyes. In the student experiment, only 11% of subjects chose to maximize their income, which would have meant giving the minority groups an advantage. But 16% of students made Vladimir's choice, accepting 12 million less for themselves to maximize the distinction between the two groups. In other words, to dominate. Wow. How far subjects...
Can you imagine how pussy you gotta be to do so? You don't even have enough confidence to say, if we both get the same, I'm still gonna be better than. You don't even have that amount of confidence in you to even attempt to try.
Yeah.
16% said we will take 12 less points just to make sure we're on top. That was crazy. Vladimir's Choice. I'm glad I get to clean these out.
One when he fuck somebody on me, but I'm like,
the youth
like I said, it's
discuss
your life at the
baby
end of the day.
mama culture and how it's not.
If you want to keep getting cheated on, then by all means, keep talking to them and keep making excuses for yourself, or bringing up the child as an excuse as to why you want to still talk to them. You could keep doing that. I mean, a lot of baby mamas do that. So it doesn't get y'all anywhere. Y'all all end up in the same position. So do what you gotta do, all right?
all right, thank you.
Like, there's baby mamas out here that their self-esteem is so fucking shot that they believe that, well, because I'm the first baby mom or because, well, I have a child with him, that means that I'm always going to be, like, an obligation to him. Like, they don't even think about their own future. They only think about what the guy thinks of them. Like, their self-esteem is so shot that they're not...
I've been that girl. I've been the stupid baby mama.
Yo, the way people just be on the internet telling folks they business.
Stay with him.
Unprovoked.
It never works out. It never works out. And it really does primarily stems off of, like, low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's something that you, like, really have to work on. Like, to be honest, I'm, like, 28. My first child's father, because I have 2 kids, 2 baby daddies, he was, like, my high school sweetheart, lost my virginity and everything. And I was so heartbroken when we broke up. I ended up, like, rebounding on another guy. And at that time, I was like only like 19, 20. I did not know what the hell love bombing was. I did not know anything. So I break up with my first child's father, and then I get with this dude who tells me like, oh, I'll be there for you. I'll do this. I'll do that. And by the time I find out that the shit not real, you know, I'm too far all the way deep in. You get what I'm saying? Like, now you're low, now your self-esteem is low. Now you embarrassed. You don't know what to do. You don't know if you're supposed to stay with the nigga, stay with the nigga. Like,
no, you
as far as dealing with your baby daddy, when you say, like, you're at the bottom because they know they got a baby by you and you ain't going nowhere type shit, it is real. It is real. And when they know that, they drag your ass through the fucking mud. You hear me? And the nigga really feels like that's my baby mama. She ain't going nowhere. It'll be all right. She'll get over it. I used to be that girl like, oh, I'm a fight. That shit didn't give me no more. And I'm not even ugly or anything. Like, you know, the typical, you know,
yeah, it doesn't,
it
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're ugly or you're the baddest looking one in the world. You're still, in his mind, you're still a baby mom. That's all they think about. You could be the baddest in the world. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it
That
wasn't
is
even
so
matter.
not true.
I promise.
Yes,
So
it does. It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
And I think this
when
is
you
where
do think that,
this
stuff
stuff used to
your self-esteem when you see what the hell he's cheating on you with. Like, what the fuck?
That is so not true. There's plenty.
What the hell? Like, what type of shit?
It won't be a problem for him.
Yeah, so I'm like, I should have been left him alone when he fucked somebody on me, but I'm like,
you
like I said, it's your wife at the end of the day.
You could have tortured.
If you want to keep getting cheated on, then by all means, keep talking
me.
to him and keep making excuses for yourself, or bringing up the child as an excuse as to why you want to still talk to him. You could keep doing that. I mean, a lot of baby mamas do that. So it doesn't get y'all anywhere. Y'all all end up in the same position.
2,000 people.
Do what you gotta do, all right?
all right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Like, there's baby mamas out here that their self-esteem is so fucking shot that they believe that, well, because I'm the first baby mom or because, well, I have a child with him, that means that I'm always going to be, like, an obligation.
There's no way. There's no way you get on Instagram, TikTok Live and tell 1.9 to 2,000 people all your business like this. For what reason?
Yeah.
I mean, and I just want to hear a reason. If it's because it feels good to get it out, sure, by all means then. Continue. If it's a cautionary tale, then bet. Give it as a cautionary tale. But I need a reason for what, because you wouldn't have got this out of me. Because now you got people, what they in here saying? Japanese, I'm bored. If you wait, you see them for who they are. This is a cautionary tale. Damn, double homicide. You got people just spewing whatever they feel like about your life because you just couldn't help but tell strangers your business. And that makes me feel scared for humanity. Like, why don't y'all have friends anymore? Like, why don't you have a trusted person that you can talk to about all of these things and thoughts that go on? Like, why? Like, I need to understand. Why?
Because they can talk to their friends on social media.
Why? Even if you talk to your friend on social media, then talk to your friend. But this boy is a stranger. And granted, is he, like, what are you telling him your business for? Like, is he qualified in some way, shape, or form to help you deal with it? Like, what? Why him? Like, and I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, people think they, how could I put it? Social media be gassing people up. That's what it is.
I mean, yeah.
It was trying to be like Hood to Kevin Samuels, so it's like,
yeah, talking about baby. This, like, sir, what do you mean? But luckily, it didn't really get too much traction. This was the top of this was a year ago. But at least we getting somewhat recent. Oh, yeah. How everybody's on their phone. Nobody's in the moment.
The 7 social sins are wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, commerce without morality, science without humanity, worship without sacrifice, politics without principle.
I don't know what I
The
said.
secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. But perhaps because he's had so little
Oh,
of it,
I remember
the
this.
Negro needs even more. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name.
Do you think that this
They're
is
quick
a
to
real
turn down
video?
off-brands. Now for the second.
It is.
The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But
Basically
she is
saying black people
also
fall
buying
victim
the
to
admiration
consumerism,
and
and that's
approval of
true.
her friends and relatives.
That this was a video,
It's a
like
well-known
this is a damn near
that many Negro
instructional
customers are
video.
influenced by the opinions of others.
Who is
And here's the third thing to
responsible for
remember when selling
recording
to a
and
Negro
putting
customer.
this together?
Somebody
When he
back in the
specifically
60s
asks
or
for one
70s.
thing, don't
Most
try
likely
selling
60s.
something else. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
He wants to be sold on quality, not price. The Negro buys by brand,
This
he buys
is-
quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer. The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word.
That is so true and so relevant to this day. That's crazy.
But what does this change, right? Like if you're somebody who you're already bought into it, you are the exact person that he's talking about. What do you now do? Do you stop being that person? Do you just stop consuming? Do you stop patronizing these places? Like I saw a video the other day. This girl goes to Lululemon, spends $600 in there because she's going on a trip with her friends, so she need all her stuff to come from Lululemon. And then on her way out the door, she gets stopped by the cops because they think that she stole a hat. And she's like, all this money, you see this receipt, you see these big ass bags, and you think I stole a hat? Matter of fact, I want all my money back. Goes to the counter, dumps out everything, makes them process her return right then and there. But it's just like Lululemon told y'all months ago. Lululemon told the girls months ago that they don't want you in their stuff. You was not who they wanted in it. It was not for you.
Yeah.
And you still just gotta go there. Like you don't know how to pivot. Okay, if not Lululemon, let me go to Aloe. Let me go to, I don't know, pick another one. Skims. Like there's so many other athleisure brands. You don't have to go to Lululemon. So I really don't know. Like, do people not know that these videos once existed? Or like, again, is this real?
Not many people know, unfortunately.
The fact that black people were treated the way history tells us is beyond my comprehension. Since I was little to this day, seeing, hearing, or reading things like this makes me furious. Is that a white girl? I mean, this is a well-known video shown even in some psychology and perhaps in sociology and perhaps psychology classes. In short, what he's referring to is compensatory consumption.
Yep.
Why do they study us?
But it's not
Don't
just
they buy brand too? Get the fuck out of here with the bullshit. I mean, that's true. They do.
I mean, it's not just black people, but it's also like consumerism is a crazy thing. But again,
I mean,
black people are like the target audience too of when it comes to consumerism. But it's not just that group, you know.
This has always been known now and on the ground, but Negroes will still fall in line.
That's why you Negroes got to invest.
I mean, but even investing is still...
Don't donate to Dr. Umar. Invest in yourself.
No Dr. Umar slander will be tolerated. That's first and foremost.
Invest.
There's no Dr. Umar slander tolerated whatsoever. But no, I'm seriously insane. It's like the habit is called class. Classy people won't settle for less. So it's cool when they do it. We can't shop for quality. The whole study is trash because we either shop for name brand or quality. How about we don't want items that will disintegrate in 10 days? We had to make do with crap materials. The parts of foods no one wanted. Who shops for low quality? Why is this seen as abnormal? That's fair. It's all about how you word things. It definitely is all about how you word things. But this could be low-key reverse psychology working in itself and saying like, yeah, you know, I don't know. This is a very interesting. I forgot what made me save this. But I'm glad I'm seeing it now because I haven't looked in these folders in a long ass time. Guy says when his wife went into labor, he called the ambulance for her, then went back to
Called
bed.
the ambulance. They were on their way. Yeah. Made sure the door was open and said, "I'm off to bed." Not just that. Yeah. Not just that. Yeah. I put, you know, on the new iPhone, on the 13 onwards, you can put the white noise. Yeah. I put the ocean wave thing on, bruv, so that I'm not disturbed because it was early in the morning.
Okay. There's no way he did this.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, a couple hours later, we got a baby. Okay, 1 second. Principle, yani, it's not the place for a man to be with a woman in the labor ward. This is not the place.
I agree and disagree. I agree and disagree.
It's not a man's place. You know, this is so my wife went into labor.
Yes.
Sister Habibti.
I should have found this whole conversation because I would have loved to hear what the women on the other side of the room would have had to contribute to that conversation. Because, you know, there's a stereotype about these people and their women. And just by looking at her face, like, that don't look like that don't look like the face of the type of women that they be trying to make. Granted, there are some very modest, very, you know, demure, very cutesy Muslim women, but to try to paint all of them like that is crazy. I would have loved to hear their responses. They are sitting pretty far apart from each other, so at least they do have that amount of respect still going. This is a dunce. I love my black. Oh, I'm not doing that. When you have more than one wife, you get desensitized. That's hilarious. To be treated like this when we bring life and continue life, people are so far removed from the natural order of things. I mean, I don't know. If you're not gonna be of a help, I don't know if you should be in the labor. If you're not going to do nothing to help me, if you're not going to be attentive to me, then yeah, maybe you don't need to be there. If you going to be on some it's still about you type shit, then yeah, I don't think you need to be there either. What a clown, what a goofy dude. Oh, we coming up on an hour. All right, maybe do one more. Oh, this
no is that number one, men have communication issues and they cannot communicate with you at the level that you want them to or expect them to. Number two, men are not wired to perform the duties of women. You want men to help you around the house. You want men to just automatically know what you want done around the house, and they are not wired to know that. You might think it's basic and common sense, but it's really not. I grew up around men.
Mind you, she's married to a man.
Have always been male, right? I have had more interactions with males than I have with females. I maybe had only maybe 3 female friends growing up my entire life, right? So they don't like what I say. They know it's true, but I'm so cool. They can't hate me. They want to, but they can't because they know it's real. Top 3 things.
So mind you, and this is crazy, this was January of 2024 because by the end of the year, she done got with a woman, had a whole big public breakup. Shorty aired her out, called her 88 different types of narcissists. Now, ever since she done got exposed by old girl. Now she done switched her rhetoric to talk about how women don't this and women da 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 and this that. She done flipped her whole, she did a complete 180 from this moment, and it literally all happened within the same year. Crazy. Shit, and she used to go hard. She calls herself Princella the Queen Maker. When she came out, this was her aesthetic. Once she got popping, now she want to dress like she was in 2006. Like she looked nuts. Do-rags on, freaking fitteds on, no hair, no lashes, no makeup, like completely tried to like embody man. It was weird. When her and that girl was together, it was very strange. Oh, I said that was gonna be the last one. So yeah. Well, we gonna see. Hopefully this video don't get flagged. I also want to see how much of other content it'll let me watch and stuff like that. So hopefully, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that don't nothing happen to this video.
I think it should be good though, because people be going through Twitter timelines and they stream. So
okay. So I gotta what you call it? I really don't want to have to edit. I really, really don't. Hopefully they give me my my appeal. Cause I'm so not in the mood.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Word. But yeah, what thoughts? Final thoughts from you?
Well, overall the show, or
yeah, just whatever.
Hopefully you don't get struck down. And but yeah, these reactions is pretty cool so far. We gotta definitely keep it going with this.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm hungry. I want to get something to eat. Yeah. In that case, until next time. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to go back. Yeah. We out.
Peace.